Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Warriors. And up next, you see the teams practicing. Let's introduce them. Goixerri and Ben of the Renegades back together this season. Put together a pretty good record so far at 4-2. Their opponents, Douglas and Julen, just 1-5. Surprisingly slow start for that Warriors team. And they picked up that first win. That was back against Ikeda and Lopez on the 11th of March. So playing better here in the second half of the season. See if they can add another one to the win column. There we begin with an ace. Goixerri gets his team on the board first. The quick point.
Minor the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
What a catch there by Goixerri. Ripped it off the side wall. Low runner to the inside. Here's Douglas up at the 9 line. Cuts it off. Big backhand follows. That's dropped in the corner. Goixerri has the rebote. Powerfully thrown up the middle. Julen's there. Goixerri comes back cross court to cut it off. Backhand coming up the middle. Julen's got another one. Low and hard. Back to the inside. Here's Ben now. Backed up to the glass. Backhand. Not going to get past Douglas. He reaches in. Goixerri up at the 9 line. Big backhand. Julen out of the way. Douglas right side rebote. Here's Ben now from the 11 line. This one close to the side wall. A great catch by Julen. Here's Ben now, same spot. The 12 line delivers this one a little bit lower. Julen runs under it on the right side. Powerful throw. Goixerri went for the scoop and tipped it. First point for the Warriors. Douglas and Julen tied up.
Most players don't have as easy a time scooping as Goixerri does. When he goes for the scoop, he usually lands it. Just that wasn't the case there.
Here's Ben, middle of the court, low running backhand. Julen lets it pass. He turns the rebote on the backhand. Goixerri, though, winds up the forehand. Who goes for the split placement. Julen with a good read, stops it. Hard to the inside. There's Ben all alone. Missed it in the corner. 2-1 advantage for Douglas and Julen.
Again, we are seeing more of that overall across the board. Guys throwing it high to the front wall, coming off the side wall, and putting it in no man's land over here. Right side of the court, outside of the court, deep.
Here's Douglas up at the 10 line. Big backhand. Trying to get in the corner. There's Ben. Nice pickup at the 12 line. Julen at the 11, puts it over the top. Goixerri backing up. He scooped it up. This one caught the corner. Here's Douglas up at the 8, backhand. This one passes, comes shooting off the back wall. Goixerri turns it high. Stopped on the bounce there by Julen. Julen low and hard again. That kind of died off the front wall. Goixerri able to scoop it up. Julen again at the 11, a little higher this time. Here's Ben reaching in on the right side. Forehand well placed. Better catch there by Douglas. Goixerri backs up again. He's at the 10 line. Low runner on the wall. What a catch by Douglas, man. Just ripped it off the side wall. Julen low and hard to the inside. That crosses, and it scores. Perfectly placed forehand brings the Warriors to a 3-1 advantage.
That throw by Julen was beautiful. Passing Goixerri, coming fast to Ben, but right at the side wall. Very well done by Julen.
Hard serve. Ben controls it on the left side. Low runner just above the pad. Back it up. Julen scooped it up. Goixerri now at the 10 line. Forehand delivered to the inside. Julen backing up again. Nice pickup overhead. Goixerri able to cut this one off. The philo straight to the outside.
Beautiful.
Beat him. What a well-thrown ball there by Goixerri. That's 2 points for the Renegade.
The timing of the throw was excellent as well. Douglas was guarding the outside of the court. That came a little faster than he expected.
I mean, he threw this about as hard as he could. Opens up off the floor, too. Tough for Douglas to react in time. Fault under serve. Second serve coming up for Goixerri. A good serve lands between 4 and 7 line. Nice pick up there by Ben as that crossed the sidewall. Good scoop there by Goixerri as that crossed the sidewall. Julen keeps it on the left side up at the 11 line. Big backhand. Goixerri on the move, cutting close to the sidewall. He powers this one. Julen runs around it. He gets out there for the save. Goixerri aggressively again. Another philo. Another one scores. 3-3. Goixerri and Ben have tied it up.
Douglas had the opportunity to move up on that ball. But again, Goixerri doing an excellent job, as he often does, of just attacking, cutting balls off in the air as they're dropping down. Very well done.
Here's Ben there at the 11 line, backhand, close to the sidewall. Douglas digs out the rebote. Goixerri aggressively on the costado, this time to the inside. Julen, one-handed scoop, keeps it going. What a catch there by Douglas. Here's Goixerri, backed up to the 9 line. Magic City bounce. Julen trying to protect himself, caught the cesta. Unfortunate bounce there. The Renegades take the lead, 4-3.
Especially at this level where you have 4 guys on the court that throw the ball very hard. When the ball catches one of these seams, that's exactly what it does there. Look at that matrix-like move by Julen.
Yeah, and just trying to get out of the way, too, at the end. It just kept the ball kept following Julen. Julen handles that serve from the 10 line, delivers the backhand inside. Ben thought about it. Goixerri calls him off. Powerful rebote sent to Julen there at the 10 line outside. Placement really well thrown. Beats him to the outside. 4-4 is the score. Douglas and Julen serve.
I don't know that we see Julen go to that particular tool in his toolbox that often, but he did it really well here. I mean, look at both of his opponents. Goixerri was actually moving back to the inside.
Douglas comes cross court, flying catch, hard backhand. Passes Ben, Goixerri on the rebote. Just clipped the sidewall. Ooh, both players going for it. That one tipped. Goixerri and Ben lead 5-4. They have a possible set point.
So both players were there. It sounded like Julen called or was trying to call Douglas off, but often what that'll happen is if the guy's got the ball lined up perfectly and he hears someone screaming at him, it's just easy to become distracted.
Yeah. Powerful serve. Julen handles it. What a catch as that crossed the sidewall. Goixerri up the wall. He comes down with the ball. This one on the numbers. Douglas just lays it up. All he can do with it. Goixerri on the forehand. Powerfully thrown inside. What a catch there by Julen. Here's Ben now. Backed up to the 11 line. Backhand opens up. Here's Julen again up at the 9 line. Hard to the inside. Goixerri's there to cut it off in the air. Backhand dropping low. Julen up at the 9. High hard backhand. Ben, nice control in the backcourt. Julen there at the 11 line. This one dropping a little lower. Ben reaching in again. Douglas on the left side, low runner. Ben caught that one low there at the 12 line. Julen back over the top. Goixerri called him off, and he just does dig it out, lays it up. Douglas aggressively up in the front court, powerfully over the top, and it scores. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's got the ball, Ben in this case, got the ball coming right to his left side. Don't scream in his face right at the moment that he's trying to catch it. I mean, that's just a mistake by Goixerri. Ben's got this ball, and just at the moment that he's trying, it's going to be a tough catch, but it's much easier to make that catch without someone yelling in your face.
Ben handles the serve, hard backhand to the inside. Julen out of the way, Douglas right side of Bote. Goixerri picks it off the sidewall up at the 8 line, hard up the middle. Julen stops it. Julen back over the top. Goixerri let it pass, makes a tough Robote save on the back end. Douglas on the right side. Here is Ben standing in the corner, brings it in, backhand. High and hard. Robote comes out again. Douglas up at the 7 line, turns it back to the inside. Goixerri, inside placement with a big bounce. Julen controls it. Julen outside placement is outside the court. Point and set. Goixerri and Ben win it 6-5. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set number 2.
Look, got to give Julen credit. It was a good thought, just was badly executed. Outside placement, don't know that Ben or Goixerri were waiting for it, but it was a good time to throw it. It just the execution.
It's more, yeah, I mean, this could be a crazy thought, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more about the deception with that outside placement. He doesn't have to flirt with the boundary line because, I mean, he's hoping that Goixerri's going inside and he just catches him going the other way.
There's nothing to correct. You're absolutely right. That's part of it. There's a couple things that go into it. It's the surprise. It's really more the surprise, but then there's also in the back of your mind, you know who you're throwing it against.
Sure.
And you know that if Goixerri has it scooped up or in the air at number 6, the 6 or 7 line, he can do a lot of damage.
Absolutely.
He can do a lot of damage from there. So maybe there's this little extra pressure just before you throw it that throws.
Yeah, and also Ben, I mean, one of the faster back quarters too.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, he can track it down there on the outside, and just pushed it wide. And Goixerri and Ben, you see them up there, the foreground, winning it.
Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches. Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. We're in the break after the first set, won by Goixerri and Ben. Second set coming up now.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Douglas and Julen have the serve.
Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen, the first team to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Ben handles the serve, backhand hard to the inside. Julen takes it off the side wall. Backhand dropping low, here's Ben. Julen from the 12, puts it inside on the bounce. Good control there by Goixerri to scoop it up. Another backhand coming in, Julen up there at the 11 line. Ben now switches from left to right. This one, split them up. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed.
Interference is the call.
Interference ruled. Point is replayed 0-0. Starting our second set again.
And Goixerri can spend the rest of the afternoon having a conversation with the judge. It's not going to change. The call of the judge is final, period.
Ben with the low runner. Julen gets out there, turns the Robote. Goixerri, 2-wall, snapped in to score. Goixerri and Ben on the board first. The opening point of set 2.
That was seeming frustrated. I'm not sure what he's frustrated about. This 2-wall is just beautifully done.
He just kind of got crossed up.
He was out there.
Low and hard. Julen trying to scoop it up. In and out of the basket it goes. That's 2 points for Goixerri and Ben. Goixerri there at the 10 line. Hard throw. Back to the inside. There's Julen. Ben from the 11 line puts it to the inside. Julen up there at the 10. Big backhand. Stopped overhead. Nice pick up there in the backcourt. Julen back to the inside. That kicked up. Goixerri stays with it. Low runner again on the numbers. Julen controls it. Hard backhand. Ben stepping in there. Keeps it on the left side. Ben out of the way. Goixerri digs out the rebote. Big bouncer. Julen settles there. Back beyond the 12 line. Hard throw over the top. Goixerri committed. Takes off. Inside placement. That ball floated. Julen just got up there. Powerful throw to the inside. Goixerri cut it off. Quick release. Julen's back in there. What a sequence up in the front court. Here's Ben now. Everything back under control from the 11 line. Stopped overhead. Julen again. Fake the outside placement. Put it inside where it scores. A well-played point. Douglas and Julen get on the board. They serve.
Yeah, so some tremendous plays there. Phenomenal catch and quick release by Goixerri. Excellent positioning by Julen getting in there. Didn't even think he was going to get there, but he did. Just overall well
that
done.
Ball stuck in Goixerri's cesta. The splitter split him to score. Great body control. Nice shot by Goixerri. That's a 3-1 lead for the Renegades.
So there you see the difference between the 2-wall that Goixerri threw earlier, where you hit the side wall, the front wall, the Costado 2-wall, as you hear us say, and it cuts out close up to the front wall. This is a split placement. Just basically kind of clink it off the side wall. Douglas has to go to the outside because he's trying to cover that sharper thrown 2-wall.
Douglas out of the way. That serve. Julen from the backcourt. Puts it to the inside. Goixerri up at the 8. Low runner. Douglas reaching in. Good backhand. Ben directing traffic there in the backcourt. Comes away with it. Goixerri now backed up to the 10 line. Hard backhand. Here's Julen now on the right side. Hard throw coming up the middle. Ben there all alone. Comes away with it. Douglas on the Costado. Inside placement. Ben. That ball kicked way up.
Catch.
What control there by Ben in the backcourt. Ben had it for a moment. Couldn't make that play. Well played point. Going to the Warriors. They have 2. Douglas serves. Here's Julen there at the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Pulled in by Ben. Rebote left side. Julen on the bounce. Picks it up there at the 10. Fake the outside placement. Put it back inside. Goixerri scooped it up. Beautiful backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Douglas lines it up. That kicks off the sidewall. Goixerri staying with it. Off balance. Just drops the shot in there to keep the rally going. Here's Ben now. Good pickup from deep in the backcourt. Hard back to the inside. Leaping grab by Julen. Julen able to pass wall to wall from the left side. Goixerri puts the save with a big bounce. Julen again, this time on the right side. Another outside placement fake. Goixerri back on the inside to cut it off. Julen again up at the 10 line. Goixerri inside placement. Julen lets it pass. Saves the rebote on the back end to the outside. Ben was there. Just couldn't make the play. 3-3. We are tied up. Good catch overhead there by Ben. Rebote left side by Douglas. Big bouncer. Control again by Ben in the corner. Goixerri hard up the middle. On the bounce. Julen stops it. Julen there at the 9 line. Puts it inside. Ben out of the way. Goixerri, who couldn't get around that one to turn it.
Goixerri did call for it.
Douglas and Julen take the lead 4-3.
Tough play one way or the other.
Ben on the left side. That is a powerful backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall. Douglas turns the rebote. Goixerri's got it off the side wall. Backhand again. Saved by Douglas. Goixerri on the left side. Douglas comes cross court to cut it off. There's the backhand right on the wall. Comes shooting out again. Goixerri turns this one a little higher. Julen on the right side. Good pickup. Hard throw back over the top. Ben, what control there in the backcourt. Comes up with it. This one dropping lower. Goixerri cuts it off and just launches the backhand. Douglas up at the 5 line. Turns out Rebote to the backcourt. There's Ben. Ben. Douglas has to come back, makes a spinning save. He put it on the wall,
man.
and it scores. 5 points for Douglas and Julen. Looking to force a third set.
Yeah, that would have been a relatively, I'm guessing, an easy catch. Look at this save by Douglas, but look what Goixerri goes through to try to get this. Jumping at the sidewall. I mean, make spectacular catches, but that would have been a good one for Ben.
Julen there at the 11 line, hard to the inside. Goixerri scooped it. Goixerri's 2-wall scores. What a shot. That's 4 points for the Renegades. Still going here in set 2. Look at this replay again on the 2-wall, and I mean, that thing is just so well thrown, man. Here's Julen from the 10 line, opens up with the backhand. Ben, nice catch from the 12. Douglas reaching up at the 8 line, backhand caught the corner. Goixerri comes back to cut it off. Julen on the hop there at the 12 line, puts it inside. Goixerri scoops it up. High and hard. This one comes out. Douglas on the move, backpedals in a position, drops it inside. Here's Ben. Ben's backhand passes. Douglas with a 6 line, turns it back to the inside. Goixerri, a little bit of a splitter. Stopped on the bounce there by Julen. Julen a carom. Stopped by Goixerri, good reach, powerful forehand coming back in. Julen controls it up overhead. Ben now from the 12 line, our backhand kicking up and out. Douglas comes back for it, push this to the outside. Goixerri reaching in. Goixerri the powerful forehand. Douglas aggressive call, turns it high to the inside, big bouncer. Goixerri calls him off, turns it into a 2-wall. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas powerful throw over the top. Goixerri is there. Back into the corner, Douglas on a knee, makes a Rebote save. Goixerri on the costado from deep in the backcourt from the 9 line. Douglas stops it. Douglas back over the top. Ben all alone. He comes up with it. Julen from the outside, low and hard. Ben for another one. He makes the play. Forehand high off the front wall, passes Julen. Julen now looking for it. He turns it. Goixerri now on the bounce. Hard to the inside, and it scores. What a point by Goixerri and Ben. They tie it up at 5-5. Possible match point for the Renegades. It's a set point for the Warriors.
Phenomenal point played by all 4 players. Stand out by Ben.
That may be the best sequence of the season for Ben. I mean, that set was over. I mean, he plucked that right off the back wall. Wow. And we say all the time, I mean, goes front wall, side wall, comes back across to the player's forehand. That ball has got a bunch of spin. Trips Ben up, but not that time. Great control, 5-5. Renegades looking to end it here. That serve will score for the win. Point set and a hard-fought match going the way of Goixerri and Ben. Straight set, 6-5, 6-5. We're going to hear from the winning team, Goixerri and Ben. And again, that catch by Ben there at the end saved it. Going to a third set, and then Goixerri closes it out with a powerful serve. Here they are, second division team for the Renegades.
All right, Goixerri, Ben, congratulations on winning that match. 5-2 record this season. What is your comfort level playing with each other in yet another battle court season?
For me personally, I just know that I have a chance to win every time I step on the court with him. So as long as I just follow his lead and do what he tells me to do and protect him back there, I always got a chance to win with him as my partner, and I love that.
Yeah, we are playing really like 4 seasons together in the same team. We have a good connection in the court. We won a lot of games, and just believe in each other and fight. We know that all the games are difficult, but we trust in our team and happy.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you.